Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. If anybody's not aware of this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategic or compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades, we do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at MMTLP and sharing some new information with regard to another Congress letter addressed to FINRA and the SEC. We're also going to be looking at a new theory why the S1 has not yet been approved, and this has been I think in excess of 6 months now, and we're going to be also finishing off by having a look at two bio stocks that we've been watching in our watch list. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. So first headline here from Watcher Guru with regard to US inflation. Breaking news earlier today, US inflation rises 3.4%, and this was higher than expectations and not good news for the markets. From CNBC we can see here that stocks were dipping after hotter than expected inflation report, and in terms of the S&P 500, this was down 0.3%. The Dow Jones Industrial was also down 0.3%. So overall the market's quite jittery today. And if we have a look at rate cut forecast by institutions, here we can see there are a number of institutions looking at a potential cut in March as the earliest, with a majority 8 institutions looking at the first cut in June, including JP Morgan, Barclays and Morgan Stanley. So we will have to wait and see. And in other significant news in the markets today, we had news with regard to Bitcoin and the ETF. That is now officially trading, and the misinformation from the SEC has is now no longer valid, and this is now official. So obviously we will have to wait and see how this happens going forward. Let's now have a look at the letter from Congressman Mark DeSarnia calling for transparency, and hopefully you can also add his name to the bipartisan open letter from Congress, again addressed to FINRA and the SEC. So this letter we can see here is dated January the 9th, 2024, and he's also addressing Gary Gensler and Robert Cook from FINRA and also from the SEC. So what he stated here, he's stated here in terms of a summary of this letter: I'm writing to share my concerns that have been raised with regard to the trading activity of MMTLP from multiple constituents not having received a satisfactory resolution. So he's focusing on the resolution side of things in this letter, which I think is positive. He's also stated there, obviously investors have not received compensation they believe they are owed, and obviously that is due to the U3 halt. And he states here the SEC and FINRA have a responsibility to protect investors and safeguard the integrity of public markets. So I do allege that the SEC and FINRA are in breach of this, and they have not done enough to protect the markets and transparency. So they do need to answer letters such as these from Mark. And it also goes on to say here it would be helpful for the SEC and FINRA to share further information with the public about the most appropriate avenues for recourse in this matter. So we're getting straight to the nitty-gritty of let's fix this, let's have a resolution, let's address the matter from a financial point of view, which I think is long overdue, especially for the thousands and thousands of investors out there who have been hurt by this. And he states here, information shared by regulators up to this point has not been of much assistance in seeking recourse. So basically implying that the answers from Gary Gensler have been pathetic, and Robert Cook has just been shying away, not commenting on any of these matters, and really both of them need to get their act together. Let's have a look at the latest update with regard to the share count. So shout out here to Jonah, who stated urgent, calling all TRC H and MMTLP NextBridge Hydrocarbon shareholders. If your shares are with RBC US or Canada, we are verifying share allotment. So go ahead to the website link justretailinvestors.com and add in proof of your shares with RBC. So I believe we are very, very close to showing potential counterfeit shares with them now, and I think it could take just a few more additions and then that will be the second broker after TradeStation. So then it could be potentially a domino effect after that. Let's now move ahead and look at the theory with regard to the S1. So shout out here to Bradley, who stated the S1 is not approved deliberately. So he believes this could be something potentially as a bargaining chip going on behind the scenes, and he states it is a bargaining agreement between Congress, the SEC, FINRA at the highest levels of government, especially including Greg McCabe. The S1 approval will come as part of a settlement agreement in his opinion. So that's an interesting theory, and I'm not going to discredit that. I think that theory does certainly have potential to be fact, but we will have to wait and see. But remember, it is still a theory as of yet, but it's interesting and positive speculation. So those of you with regard to December, one of the space calls, when we, if you remember, when we had some information from Don Fizz, and he stated in January he will be taking a trip to Washington, and what we can see here, he's just posted a cryptic picture there. So good luck to Don if he is certainly on his way to Washington. I finally like to finish off by sharing with you two stocks that we featured in our weekly watch list. These were shared exclusively with the Discord members, and the first one is ticker symbol AMPE, and we identified this as a high risk, low float stock with potentially few shares available to short, according to the data that we saw from FINRA, and also quite a high significant cost to borrow. I think it was in excess of 500%. And the other stock that we were watching was ticker symbol MLYS, that there was potential news on for this company, and they were expanding operations leading to a new appointment. So let's have a look at the news with regard to MLYS, and we can see here this company, also known as Mineralize, is also appointing a new Chief Business Officer. So we can see here, after one of the reasons for the appointment of this new Chief Business Officer is because of identifying multiple companies generating value, and obviously identifying and executing strategic opportunities. So they're looking at potential growth, and they've also stated in here we're looking to execute against the late stage clinical development of one of their drugs, which is with regard to treatment of conditions related to chronic kidney disease. So again, bio stocks are usually high risk stocks and also come with high reward as well. So let's have a look at the chart for the previous month. So ticker symbol MLYS, we can see over the previous month it is up in excess of 33%. It's having a good week as well this week, so congratulations to everybody who got in MLYS. Today, in a very difficult trading day in the markets at time of editing, it is up 0.6%, currently trading at 9.29%. But if we have a look at both the trend lines, they're certainly going positive and showing some great momentum. So let's have a look at the other stock that we called, and this is also known as ticker symbol AMPE, also known as Ampio Pharmaceuticals. So we can see here in terms of the 1 month chart, this is quite a volatile stock when it's going up quite significantly, close to $2.70, and then all the way down to $2. However, over the previous month, it's also up in excess of 15%. Today, it is down in excess of 6.6%, currently trading at $2.1. However, the volume of the previous month is still positive. It is a low float stock, just in excess of 1.7 million market cap, but certainly one that comes with high reward as well. And finally, in other news that I would like to finish off by having a look at in terms of a comparison of Microsoft and Apple, we can see here that what's happened earlier today is that Microsoft just passed Apple to take the crown as the largest public company in the world, and that is obviously boosted by the fact that the Microsoft share price has been in a very, very bullish momentum going forward. So again, two companies that we are also watching, especially in our $1 Million Challenge. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.